I'm just on a break waiting for some stuff to dry. I'm almost done with this amazing remodel I just started. Um, anyway, I found something cool in my change today. I posted it on my community post. Finally found my first W quarter. Look at that. Crazy. I mean, it's been 6 years. I finally found one. That is crazy. I've been looking for a long time. That's gonna go in my typeset. I'm gonna take away that brand new quarter in my typeset and throw that in there. Um, Pocket change has been good for me lately. I mean, I found a lot of 2025 pennies. Um, and I don't know, I'm just getting lucky lately. Maybe I should be looking for some more. Hey, what's up, Gregory? Hello? How's it going, Kevin? There. I'm gonna see if I can do the chat thing there. Yeah. What are the coolest things you've ever found in your pocket change? For me, I found a 1960 D over D. That was a really, really cool find. Back a long time ago, I used to do a lot of coin roll hunting. Um, as a matter of fact, I think about 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, something like that, I found a 1992 close AM. And nobody believed me that it was a close AM. Then I sent it into PCGS, and I did get the designation of the close AM. I ended up selling it and getting $1,700 for it. That was the best find I've ever had in coin roll hunting. When I put it on Facebook when it was raw, that was where the discrepancies were. Hey Paul, how's it going? That 60O guy has the coin on twice. The 1860O guy. What are you talking about? I have no reference what you're referring to. Sorry. 1886. The 1886 guy has the coin on twice. Oh, the 1896. Okay. I think they're two separate coins. It's just he on the second post, he only showed the reverse. Okay. Because the cert number is the same. I guarantee the cert number is exactly the same. Yep, I should have said that. I knew that. I could just tell by looking at the coin that it's fake, anyways. Um, but pocket change. Obviously, I found a lot of 40% silver half dollars and 90% silver Kennedys in my day. I found a couple Benjis in my day. Um, but my bank always kind of just didn't have any at the time, and I was definitely, what's the word? I was frustrated kind of because I just wanted to go there, order 2 boxes for the next week, and then come there on Friday and I get them. But they're like, oh, we don't have any. And it just kept happening and kept happening. And I kind of stopped doing the coin roll hunting thing. But again, if you guys are new here, I found a W quarter in my change today, and it's been 6 years. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. All right, I'm gonna put that in my typeset. And I mentioned that the best find I ever found was a 1992 close AM penny, which I sent into PCGS, got it graded. YouTube service systems warning: this account will be permanently terminated in the next 24 hours due to community guideline violations. What are you talking about? What is YouTube talking about? What have I done that's a community guideline violation? Are you serious? Give me a break. Let me know in the comments below. What are they talking about? What have I done wrong? I mean, I don't even swear on my channels. I don't have any nudity or whatever. I don't do that. What's the deal? It's fake. It has to be fake. I've never seen that on a live stream post. That's BS. I have no idea. I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I have good content, and I'm an honest person. Give me a break. So anyway, just been so busy, guys. I do have an order I got to ship out for some Mercury Dimes. A person of mine gave me the money already, and I haven't had time at all. I'm going to do it today. As a matter of fact, I was so tired, I couldn't even bench press my normal weight that I normally do. I only did it one time instead of 6 times, but that's okay. I need some time to recover. And I overslept today. But anyway, I love this kind of work that I've been doing. I love working on old homes that they totally remodeled them. Your clips are great. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I need to get on the horn and get some more shorts out. You know, yeah. Somebody's like, "Hey, you like to film yourself, don't you?" Instead of training, dude. Like literally, I'd probably go to the gym 10 times before I'd even like film myself. Anyways, I just did a couple clips and just threw them all together. Anyway, okay, pocket change. Yeah, I want to know what your best pocket change find is in the chat here. If you guys can let me know what you found. I wish I could have said I found a 55 double die, but that's a needle in a haystack. I don't think I'm gonna find one of those. Um, yeah, but that was really neat to find that. I've been finding the 2025 Denver pennies. Haven't found a Philadelphia yet. Flipping is so fun. I'm going to the gym too. Been collecting since 1981. All right, sounds great. Hey, Rosie Key, how's it going? Love to see you here. Yeah, I looked at some of your Morgan dollars. I didn't see anything that popped out. Oh my gosh, guys, I've been on eBay just looking at stuff. I have never seen um a cracked bonnet 1878 8 tail feather in the last 2 weeks. I've seen four of them. There's one actually right now in a PCGS Mid-State 64 holder, and it's capped, and it's a cracked bonnet, and they want $900 for it. If you were to cross or resubmit that and get the attribution, the retail will be about $2,200. I'm pretty sure it's a niche thing that it probably would sell for like $1,200, $1,300. But I've seen two of them in Mid-State 64 PCGS holders, and I know that the cracked bonnet, it has the A1K reverse. I missed on one. I missed on a VAM 14.9. It was a XF45, and I missed it. I would have got it for $260. And literally the coins retail would have been about 1,600, but it's a details grade, so I probably would have bought it and probably tried to sell it for 700. But I totally missed these auctions at the last minute because I'm busy, man. I'm like staining my deck. I'm working on getting some gutters on my house. I'm just all over doing projects. The weather's nice, and I just totally forget about these things. Life's just crazy right now. I got free silver a few times in the Coinstar. I always check my Coinstars, and I never see any change in there anymore for years. I go to the grocery store or whatever like that. I look at the Coinstar. It's always empty every day. I look and I look. One time, yes, I found a silver dime and some foreign coins that were in there, but that was a number of years ago. I wish it was something I could just reoccur and just, you know, grab a handful of stuff that got rejected, but I keep, they're always empty. I don't know if people are just not sending in their change, or they're just scooping everything they can get right out of the bottom or something like that. I suppose that's probably the case. My wife, she works at Caribou Coffee. She actually does pretty good. I mean, she only gets $15 an hour, but she gets lots and lots of tips. And so I have this humongous like olive jar that's all cleaned out. That thing is always full of change and $1 bills and tip money. I think I might do a live stream and just go through that whole thing with all the coins. Before COVID was better. Yeah, I guarantee it was. That's probably, you probably hit the nail in the coffin right there, because I think that's kind of what happened, because I used to find change all the time in Coinstars years ago. Even there's some other big channels that just go around in Florida, whatever. They go hit the grocery stores and just they're finding stuff all the time. Oh, a Benji in there. Really? Are you sure you didn't plant that? Come on. But that's kind of odd to see a Benjamin Franklin half dollar in a rejected slot in the Coinstar. I am kind of leery about people um, planting stuff to make their channels look good. I kind of just got away from the coin roll hunting stuff. It's like, dude, it is what it is. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not trying to say that, but it's a possibility. That's all I'm trying to say. Um, Anybody? Oh, let's see. Doug, 1942 D over horizontal D in change from a vending machine back in the 90s. Really, Doug? That's awesome. That's really awesome. Let's talk about that. 1942 D over D RPM. I seen one for sale that had full steps by PCGS. They wanted $2,200. And, it's like, what if I were to find one at a coin show? I don't see them. I never, ever see that coin. And it's like, if I bought a coin like that, I'm going to pay too much for it on eBay. But it's a coin that you're just never going to see. And so I don't buy it. I don't know if it's going to be a hot item, but those Lincoln cents have been super hot. I brought them in Wisconsin. Nobody even looked at them, not even one person. But when I went to a different region, back to Roseville, oh gosh, it was just like kids in a candy store. They were just thumbing through them, thumbing through them. Here, I'll buy this stack of them, and then I, give them a deal, and I get the money for them, and then another person comes in, buys another batch of them, and then there was a bunch left, and I just sold the rest of the dealer, and I profited. And they were a great price. Rosie, you enjoy my videos? Thank you. Oh, you found a silver dime and a Coinstar? But I never put one in, so yeah, it's rare. It's rare, but it seems like the silver dimes are the most common. I don't even think I've even found a war nickel in a Coinstar. But let's see. I think my best nickel box, I had 6 or 7 war nickels. Um, and I had one that I did a live stream on just because it was so hot. I knew that it was a collection dump, but didn't find the 50D. I was hoping I'd find a 50D in there. And by the way, the 50D is only like $5, $6, $7. It's not too crazy. A mint state ones that are raw, I see them at the coin shows for like $7, and nobody wants to buy them. But it's a trip when you find one. Then it's really cool. I really do enjoy the way a Jefferson nickel looks in BU condition, like full steps. It's an early one, mint state. They do look gorgeous. They really do. But some of them can be only worth $20, and some of them can be worth, depending on the date, can be worth 1,000, 1,200. They're pretty pricey. I do watch Blue Ridge. I see those market reports, and I'm just blown away by these huge numbers. 50D was hoarded early on. Yeah, yep, they were. As a matter of fact, I think Daniel Mullen talked about that when his dad, he said the 1950D is what started everything for him. So that was pretty cool. Um, you can still find that in circulation. That's the thing. And people are aware of that. That's why the premiums aren't that great if you find one. And a lot of, Lincoln cents up to like 1916 are very, very easy to find in circulation still to this day. That's why the premiums aren't that great, because there's tons of them that are like G4 and very good condition, just sitting at the bank, basically in a box. You'll find one here and there. But when you start getting them in nicer condition and they're like 1916 and older, they're worth quite a bit. 1970s, yes. 1970S. I swear I found an RPM once, but man, I don't even know where it is anymore, and it was in nice shape. I find a lot of 1970s. I used to just throw them in a box and just keep them, Never found the DDO. I've seen a couple on eBay, but that's a coin I always looked for. 1969 Denver. I always look for the floating roof variety, but it has to have no FG on it. That's what makes it worth some money. My dad was a bus driver, had the old coin change on his belt. Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of neat. Oh, yeah. So now that you mentioned that, I used to be kind of a cashier. I used to work at Kinko's while I was still in college for graphic arts, which went and flopped. But I'd work at night. I'd work from like 5 o'clock till midnight. Um, there was some crazy stuff I found in change. I actually found a $5 silver certificate. I was finding, I think I got probably 6 or 7 Indian head cents throughout the time I worked there. And I always bring some change and just switch it as long as my drawer would bounce. It was fine. And then there was another friend of mine that her name was Jane or Jean. Her name was Jean. Um, she liked coins too, and so we kind of had a competition. She'd always go through her change and to see who got the oldest coin, and so I think she like pulled out like, I found a 1920 Lincoln cent, and I dig in my pocket. I'm like, look, I got a 1910. She's like, shut up, I hate you. It was so funny. We always find awesome stuff from being a retailer at a like at Kinko's. If you guys know what that is, it's not like FedEx Kinko's or something. I don't know what it is. They changed the name. It's FedEx. It's just a copy store, whatever. It was pretty cool. Never found any silver quarters. It was always old nickels. Oh yeah, I found a lot of buffalo nickels at during that time too. Mm. I've been asking my wife if she can find any 19 or 2024 nickels to save a couple for me because I guess they're very, very low mintage. I don't think she's seen any yet. Um, but she always wants me to go through her bills. Okay. And we literally have a drawer full of $1 bills. I look through them and I just, God, I'm not finding any star notes. And once in a while, I'll find a star note and then I'll type it in. Nope, it's not rare, you know. And I'm not finding any fancy serial numbers. I got really close to finding a birthday note, and you know, it is what it is. Trying to find an error on all these bills. I didn't find any overprints or any clipped off, whatever, any odd anomalies that the U.S. Mint would do. Do you think silver is going to skyrocket? Oh, man. I don't know. You know, the thing is, I watch Bald Guy, and it is true that the U.S. dollar index has come down. It's like 99.46 or something like that. That's the value of the dollar is dwindling, right? So they're thinking soon there could be some quantitative easing, which just means they're just going to start firing up the printer and start printing out more cash and getting more cash into circulation. This could drop the value of gold and silver. You know, unfortunately, if that's what they're going to say, that probably might happen in the next month or so. Every time silver goes up, it just gets kicked back down. But I'm not going to sell it. I'm just keeping it because there's that what if. I'd say if silver is going to go, it's probably going to be in a year or two. We just need to get through all these corrections in our economy, and then we need a good economy. And we start having economic recovery at that point. At that point, silver will go. It has twice in the past. This could be the third time. That's why I want to hold that. I'm not trying to like sell my silver and get gold with all that silver. I want to keep that silver. I got rid of some unwanted stuff. As a matter of fact, I had about $9,200 worth of constitutional silver, and I got gold with that. But I had to pay an extra $140 to get an even denomination, so I could have 3.5 ounces of gold. Now that gold at melt is $11,750. That was a great trade. Boy, that's over $2,300 just in just in asset value, just from doing that. I wish I would have done that a little earlier. Back when this quarter was made in 2019. I wish I was buying a little more gold then instead of buying the silver, buying the silver, buying the silver. We didn't know that it was gonna. We were thinking it was gonna hit the 40, but it didn't. And at the time, we didn't know gold would represent such an importance in our monetary system like it is now. Some gold bugs knew that, but I was more of a silver bug at the time. Now I'm just becoming more of a gold stacker now. Maybe if you know, in certain times I might sell a couple pieces and get some more other gold. I try to sell the numismatic gold because of the premiums are a little bit there, and then I'd buy a little bit more gold that's just, bullion. All right, guys, I've been on for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna get back to work and finish up a couple touch-ups, and then I'm just gonna head on home and get some much-needed rest and process a few coin orders that came in over the week. So, see you on the next one.